They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's when the coach... are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
On second down, it's Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1. An NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a give, right side. Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Cunningham. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A play fake. Now Cunningham rolling to his right. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is taken around the 12. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On 1st down, Westbrook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cunningham. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A first throw for the backup, Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Everyone got 4 down.
Now it's McNabb. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, alert 3. Switch it. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Westbrook, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. McNabb. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Out of the gun, McNabb. And he connects with Ertz. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bring it. Bring it.
From the gun, here's McNabb. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 17-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You better bring it.
To throw, McNabb. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. There goes Green. 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Check 9, check 9. Show it. Check. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Go. Hey, check 24. Go.
Now the first career carry for the Penn State star Miles Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now McNabb eluding the pressure right. He made touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Redskins.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Griffin will throw again. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Griffin. This is Bell on the dump-off. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Redskins' 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
McNabb to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCoy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
50 seconds to Mike. Here I come. Mike,
Here's McNair. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 30 on second down, Griffin. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Stop here.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, Jogger. He's crazy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 50. Clear. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming at you. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, ball. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, ball. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Washington! As his guys are in for 6, and the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Eagles 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
60 mark, 60 mark.
2nd and 14. Throw left side, complete to Moss. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Sponge, you're out. Sponge, no. Ready, go.
From the gun, ball. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Bell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Ball. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Barnett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Ball. And the pressure gets to him again. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
throwing on first down. Ball complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the gun on third down. Ball. And that will be incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Ready? 56 is the mic. No. Hey, check 24. Check.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Slam. Alert flare.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. 2nd and 6. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But now it's 3rd down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake. Ball. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Looking to throw. Ball. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.